Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's funny that there are more of us than there are of you, but don't be intimidated by that. Everyone up here is lovely. Okay, I'm Jill Berrigan. I am the president of the Levine Governing Board, and we have our set of panel here. I'm just going to have everybody explain who they are, their name, and what their connection is to the district, and we will start over here with you, please.
Jeff Sprout, Superintendent.
I'm Linda Aveg, and I'm the Governing Board Clerk.
Jennifer Getsky, Governing Board Member.
Mikkel Bell, Governing Board Member. Esperanza Lopez, I'm a parent for, I have a child in the Levine School. I don't know why I'm nervous. But I'm also an educator in the Alhambra School District.
I'm Juanita Sanchez. I'm a parent for MC Cash.
Melissa Mealing, my daughter attends a straight with us.
So thank you, panel, for being here, taking a few minutes with us tonight. It's important for us to feel like we have as much input as possible for an important decision like this. I also want to thank Ms. Perez. I know she did a lot of work to help plan and prepare for this, along with Dr. Sprout, and that is much appreciated. I think she's explained to all of the candidates a little bit what the process will look like, along with the interview details. Real quickly, I'm going to tell you the order, and then I'm going to say some more words so that whoever's first has some time to be ready with that. Dr. Watkins, that's you. Followed by Maritza, and then Michelle Anderson and Nindy. I am thrilled at our candidate pool. I know three of you, one of you exceptionally well for many, many years, served on the board with two of you. I am so thrilled that this is our candidate pool for the Levine Elementary School District to join what I am already thrilled about in the three other governing board members that we have. So thank you for being willing to step up and put yourself out there for this service. I very much appreciate it. We have our scoring sheets panel. Just to clarify, 1 is the low score, 5 is the high score. Okay? And then you have 12 minutes for your presentation. And there's going to be a timer on which screen, Elsa? This one over here? Okay. All right. And that screen, which is telling me both screens. Okay. Oh, let's approve the agenda. Thank you. Okay. Well, we need to call to order. You've done roll call, I believe. And I need a motion from a board member to approve the agenda.
Motion? Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor? Just the 4 of us vote, just to clarify, aye. Okay, and we will begin. Dr. Watkins, are you ready? All right, come on up. We're gonna have you come right here.
The mic?
Yes, come to the mic. Other side of the dais.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Ebony, you're right up here. Give us just a minute, Dr. Watkins. Thank you for being here tonight. No worries. And we're starting with Dr. Watkins. Okay? All right, go right ahead.
So I'm just supposed to, I'm not being asked questions, I just need to.
Well, did they get the questions? Okay,
Yeah,
so.
you can just ask the question, I'll.
Yes, and do you want a copy of it in front of you?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You got that? Okay. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. Okay, so starting with question 1, why are you interested in serving on the Levine School District Governing Board?
Okay, as you guys are aware, I just finished my term with you guys, and my mother had moved down here from Chicago, and I thought it was going to be a bigger transition for me. So it became a very easy transition because she didn't want to move from the house that I was in. So I'm right down the street. I can actually walk to this facility. So I've been very passionate about Levine. I've been practicing here in Levine since 2007. I love to see I love where we're at right now. You know, I started, my daughter was one of the graduating members, first class of Sail Point. So we're very happy to see where we're at. And I was told that there was an opening, and my obligations changed a little bit. So that's why I'm in front of you guys today.
Okay, thank you. Do you want me to read you the questions, or you just want to go through them? It's either way.
Sure, you can read them just so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 2, what strengths would you bring to the governing board?
My strengths is, as we can see in today's world, diversity is being moved away from, and I think Levine is a very diverse area, and I like for our kids to see people that look like ourselves in leadership positions. It gives them motivation, and I saw a lot of that while I was on the board. So my strengths would be, I come from a public school background in Chicago. I'm very hands-on with the kids. I love going to the schools and visiting with them and helping the teachers with their issues and just being a part of the community.
Third question, what is your vision for education in our community?
While I was on the board, we made great strides. Our programs have excelled. My biggest concern for us still is our relationships with our high schools. And one of the things I want us to see is a better relationship with Fairfax and Chavez. And, I get it every day. Parents asking me, where should my kids go to high school? And it's, I tell them there's good and bad, but I tell them that as a community, we need to develop that relationship better. The great thing about Levine School District is that we have a community that really cares. In the administration, very little turnover. In those school districts, you see a lot of turnover. If you don't have the same culture, you can't grasp what you're trying to do. So I'm hoping that the principals continue to encourage and look at what we're doing as a model as to make our community stronger.
Number 4, what do you believe is the ideal relationship between members of the governing board?
Ideal is, I think the main thing is being authentic, being yourself. I don't think I had any issues while I was on the board. We had a great group, and I'm sure we have a great group now. Just as a side, I know all of these 3 people. Whichever one gets on the board, you guys are blessed. All 3 of my patients of mine, I know how well they can see. But I know them all. They're great. Some of them have good vision. Some of them. But you guys are in great hands. If it's me, great. But I'm gonna be happy with my community. I'm still gonna be involved and do the things that I do in our community to help us excel. But the ideal relationship is just being one accord in public. We go behind the scenes sometimes, and we have to hash out some things. We had some incidents last year that were newsworthy nationwide, and I think we handled it very well. We all believe in Dr. Sprout. Dr. Sprout's exceptional. He's like a brother to me. But we're a very fortunate group, and my part is just to listen to everyone else, speak my mind, and go to bed with a good conscience, knowing that I'm trying to do what's best for our kids and living.
Thank you. Number 5, what do you believe is the ideal relationship between the governing board and the superintendent?
Here in Levine, we're just fortunate. We have a superintendent that does what needs to be done. I don't think we can question Dr. Sprout's his methodology and his passion for the kids. I emulate that. I think the main thing is giving him the freedom to do what he needs to do, trusting in him. But he's already earned that. He's already shown this community that he cares about them. All the things he does beyond the school district, that he shares, that he's passionate about our kids, his mathletes, the parade. He's just always there, for our community.
Okay, and then final question, number 6, how will you make decisions as a governing board member?
My decision making is always predicated on what's best for the kids. Like I said, last session, we did have a few instances where the light was put on us, and I think we did a very good job of handling those situations. But my goal here is to see our kids get the best education that they can get, our teachers be compensated properly, and being able to handle situations when they arise. And again, whoever you get out of this group, you're not going to miss a beat. I'm not concerned. I'm here because I was told there was an opening, and my situation changed. And if you guys want me, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Watkins. That's all the questions.
Did it in 6 minutes.
Good job. Yeah. Okay, I have noticed that there is not a question number 6 on the scoring sheet. So maybe just right under that question 5, put Q6 and then a dash or something in your score next to that. Does that work? Okay. And I'll give everybody just a moment to kind of take their notes and. Okay, Maritza Cortazar, are you ready? Come on up.
Ready as I'm going to be.
Okay. And I'll just ask you, do you want me to ask you the questions, or do you want to go through them? Okay, go right ahead.
I'm good. Don't mind the nerves, but thank you all so much for the opportunity. First of all, my name is Maritza Cortazar, and I'm a dedicated member of the Levine community with a passion for education and the future for our students. It's a true honor to be considered for a seat here at the Levine School District Governing Board. Okay, first of all, let me tell you why I'm interested in serving in the Levine School District Governing Board. I'm deeply invested in the success for our students and the strength of our community. As a mother, realtor, and active member, I understand the importance of supporting our schools and ensuring that every student has the tools that they need to succeed. I believe that serving on the board, I can use the knowledge and the dedication to advocate for our children, teachers, and families. My goal is to help create an environment where all children have equal opportunity to grow, learn, and thrive, and where schools are equipped with the resources and the teachers have everything they need to help students achieve excellence. I feel that I bring a strong skills and experiences to the table, starting with community connection. I've lived in Levine for over 15 years, and I'm well connected to the community. This gives me a deep understanding of the needs and the concerns of the families that are here in Levine. Second, leadership and collaboration. Through my experience as a realtor, former marketing director for NARUP, the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, and current board member for PAR, which is the Phoenix Association of Realtors, I've honed skills in leadership and collaboration and problem solving. Lastly, advocacy for education. I've always been an advocate for education. I'm a daughter of immigrants, and I didn't have someone speak up for me in my education, and I'm passionate about this and being the voice for those that don't have one. My vision for education in Levine is one where every student has access to the high-quality education that prepares them for success in the future. And this includes equity in education, ensuring that every student, regardless of their background, has the same opportunity and resources to succeed. Support for teachers and staff. Teachers are the heart of our education, and they need full support in terms of professional development, fair compensation, and classroom resources. Community involvement. Creating a stronger partnership between schools, families, and local organizations to help support students academically, emotionally, and socially. By focusing on these key areas, I believe that we can build a stronger, more resilient educational system that fosters growth and success for every student in Levine. I believe the ideal relationship between members of the governing board are one of mutual respect, open communication, and collaboration. While we may have differences of opinions and perspectives, it's crucial that we work together to set those aside and focus on what's best for our students and the community. Board members should be able to have candid, respectful discussions while prioritizing the needs of the schools and the students. Together, we should build a strong, unified vision for the future, the district, and ensure that our decisions reflect the community's goals. The ideal relationship between the superintendent and the governing board is one of trust, transparency, and partnership. The governing board sets the vision and the goals for the district, while the superintendent is responsible for executing those goals. It is essential that we work together. And with this collaboration, we should be based on a regular communication, feedback, and support of one another. As a governing board member, I will, my cards got out of land. 1 second. I was reading these too fast for you guys. Let me get back on track 1 second. Okay, here we go. Okay, I believe that the ideal relationship between the members of the governing board is one of mutual respect. I read that. Let me go back one, sorry.
Take your time.
Thank you. Okay. So sorry, my kids must have got to these. See, now you know I'm a parent in the community. I want to make sure I answer all of the questions the way that you guys wanted them. Okay. So the ideal relationship between the governing board and the superintendent is one of trust, transparency, and partnership. The governing board sets the vision and goals for the district, while the superintendent is responsible for executing those goals. It's essential that we work together closely, and this collaboration should be based on a regular communication, feedback, and support of one another. Okay? Lastly, as a governing board member, I will base my decisions in what's the best interest for the teachers, the students, and the community. This includes data-driven decision-making. I will rely on data and research to inform my decisions, ensuring that we make policies that have a positive impact on students' achievements and teachers' success. Community input. I will listen to the voices of parents, teachers, and students, and the community members to ensure that the decisions reflect the needs and the concerns of those directly affected. My long-term vision, I will make decisions that support long-term growth, success of the district, ensuring that we are all preparing our students for a future that is bright and constantly evolving. I will be transparent and accountable in my decision-making and will always act in the best interest of the community and the students. Thank you all for considering my application for the Levine School District. I'm excited for this opportunity to serve with you along in the community. And for all of you guys that share the same passion for our students. So I'm so thankful for the opportunity. And I will stop because now I'm just mumbling, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Maritza. Give us just a second, Michelle.
Take all the time you need.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, where'd she go? Mrs. Anderson, please come up. Would you like me to ask you the question? You're good. Okay.
I am good. I was like, man, 12 minutes is going to be a really long time. And then when I was talking through them, I'm like, 12 minutes is not enough time.
Not enough time.
But now that I'm up here, the nerves might make me talk really fast. And so just hang on tight.
Okay.
So first of all, good evening, Governing Board President, members of the board, Dr. Sprout, and parents. I just want to quickly thank you for the time and the opportunity for this process. It's very important. I also wanted to just quickly thank the others who are interviewing by taking the time to and having the interest to best serve this community. It's an honor to interview alongside you, as any one of you would be a great candidate and would serve this community well. Although I thought it was time to step away, I really wasn't, and I am excited about the possibility of being an advocate for others and to help guide the district again in ways that will promote not only academic excellence and innovation, but also create a culture of respect, collaboration, and growth for everyone in this community. So I am interested in returning and serving on the Levine School Board. I believe that every child deserves a supportive and nurturing environment where they can thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. Education is very passionate for me, and one of my core beliefs is that in order for students to be successful, educators must feel supported, valued, and equipped with the tools they need to foster that success. A strong, supportive school system doesn't just benefit the classroom, it creates a ripple effect throughout the entire community. Also interested in just being able to ensure that our taxpayer dollars are being spent wisely and correctly, and as that is important so students and teachers have the resources they need to be successful. Serving on the governing board is a meaningful way for me to contribute to this vision and ensuring that all students in the district have access to high quality education and that educators and parents feel heard and supported and valued. The strengths that I would bring to the governing board, one area of strength is just experience. I was initially sworn in as a governing board member here in Levine in January of 2015 and served all the way until the end of December 2024. I was reelected in 2016 and 2020, having to go and collect signatures during that COVID time, and was voted in with the most number of votes. I have served both positions of clerk and president on the board, which has allowed me to gain valuable insight into leadership and policy development. Furthermore, I have attended numerous professional development sessions focused on education policy, staying up to date on current trends, legislative changes, and best practices in the field. I have also earned the Master's in Boardsmanship and received the Copper Award with the Arizona School Boards Association, which further enhances my ability to navigate the responsibilities of serving on a board and ensuring strong, effective leadership. Another area of strength is educational leadership. All of us members on the board bring something to the table. Jill brings finance and education. Linda has the Community Living Council. Jennifer has HR experience, and Mikkel brings high school and hold on. I have it. Brings things to the table. And so one of the things that I bring to the table is education. I have experience in education for over 25 years. This July, I will be starting my 25th year in education at the, having taught elementary students and currently working in administration as the Student Achievement Assessment Coordinator in the Avondale Elementary School District. I hold a K-8 teaching certification and completed my master's degree in curriculum and instruction with an emphasis in technology. This combination of practical experience and academic knowledge equips me with the tools to effectively contribute to the advancement of educational goals and the integration of technology in teaching and learning. With over 25 years of work in education, I have a deep understanding of the needs and challenges that students, educators, and administrators face. This comprehensive background allows me to bring a unique perspective and skill set to the governing board, focusing on improving education and fostering an environment of continuous learning and growth for all students and leaders. My vision for education in our community should be one where academic excellence, emotional well-being, and personal growth are intertwined. By working together, students, families, educators, and community partners can create an environment where every student has the opportunity to succeed, lead, and make meaningful contributions to society. And this aligns to the vision and mission of the Laveen School District. The mission of Laveen is to ensure the future success of every student through the use of best practices and innovative strategies. And the vision, a leader in delivering exceptional educational experiences to all students. These areas can be supported and drive the vision of the district by community partnerships. Education doesn't happen in isolation. It's essential to build strong partnerships with local businesses, organizations, high schools, universities, and families to create a support network for students and teachers. And Laveen District has already established many community partners and opportunities and has regular meetings with businesses, churches, and nonprofit organizations to continue to build this community. Another area to support this vision is focusing on student achievement and innovative solutions. Being forward thinkers and embracing technology advancements such as virtual reality and personalized learning platforms to enhance learning experiences allow students to become critical thinkers. Every student has strengths and challenges, and we must prioritize personalized learning strategies and to ensure that all students have access to the resources and support they need to thrive academically. By working with community partners, we can offer students opportunities to connect classroom learning with practical applications, helping them to grow into well-rounded, confident leaders. Another area that supports this vision is signature programs. This sets Laveen's community apart from other districts by providing families with specialized opportunities that reflect the Laveen's mission and vision. These programs include STEM, performing arts, computer coding and engineering design, dual language, the Accelerated Academy, global studies, health and wellness, sustainability and design, and college pathways. By creating unique learning experiences that build on students' passions, we provide a sense of purpose, motivation, and choice. And then instructional excellence. Our educators must be empowered and equipped to provide the best instruction possible so they can deliver exceptional educational experience to all students. This means we need to provide professional development, developing or provide professional development to teachers, ensuring classrooms are equipped with the latest tools and materials and that our teachers are trained in how to implement those materials with their students. What do you believe the ideal relationship is between members of the governing board should be grounded in mutual respect, professionalism, and adhere to policies and expectations, and be committed to the collective mission and vision of the Levine District. That's done through respectful discussions and listening, being an active listener, not to interrupt, and this ensures that everyone feels heard, but also helps to clarify points of agreement and disagreement. To consider the open meeting laws, we need to be mindful of the open meeting laws, which requires transparency in public decision-making. It's essential for members to respect the legal framework in which they operate and for public trust to be maintained. This includes things discussed in executive session, to stay in executive session. Also, to have effective collaborative teamwork. We all come to the table with different expertise, which allows us to collectively address challenges and opportunities with respect. The relationship between the governing board and the superintendent is one built on mutual respect, clear communication, and shared collaboration and commitment to the district's mission and goals. This is completed through open communication. There should be regular, transparent communication between the board and the superintendent. The superintendent should keep the board informed about district operations, challenges, and successes, which creates a two-way communication built on trust. Trust and respect are the foundation of a productive relationship, and the board should trust the superintendent's expertise in managing the district, while the superintendent should respect the board's authority in setting policies. Mutual respect for each other allows for effective decision-making. And then also having that shared vision. The superintendent and the board members should align on the district's vision and long-term goals. Together, working toward the common purpose, we can create the success of this district in the community. And lastly, how will I make decisions as a board member? In order for me to make decisions, I need to gather all the information, do my research, be an active listener, reflective listener with others, ask questions, and be involved in events at schools and in the community. It's important to take the feedback from others and ensure that whatever the decision needs to be made aligns with the district's mission and goals for this community. I still have 2 minutes.
Did good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, Nindy, you ready? Close us out.
Just click the button here, or is that?
Yeah, you're good.
How do you do the timer?
I think
Oh,
he's going to start it
perfect.
for you.
Okay,
There you
good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me here tonight. I'm really excited to be here. Honestly, truly humbled with the other 3 candidates that are here, Dr. Watkins, Maritza, Michelle. They're all great candidates. So I know at the end of the day that going forward for the future, you've got 4 great people to pick from, and they're all pretty awesome too. So I'm really excited to see that. Why I'm really interested in running for the board is I'm just really grateful for the opportunity we've had with the Levine District. I've got 3 children. I've got 2 girls and a boy. Our 2 girls both have attended Vista from kindergarten through 8th grade, and what's really amazing is just to see their academic progress. Both girls are in high school right now. Our oldest is a senior, and it's really been just as a parent a blessing not to worry about grades. It sounds kind of counterculture to say, but we don't do grade checks on our kids, and we actually have conversations with our girls now. It's like, hey, relax. You don't need to get straight A's. And Ava's biggest concern now is, am I ranked number 1 or number 2? And I'm like, don't worry about your rank. Just learn and have fun with school. And I really attribute that to the education they got from Vista. And so I just want to be able to give back to the community. Same with our son. He's in 4th grade currently at Vista. And we've been at Vista now, I guess, for 12 years. And to really see the evolution of the school from when Ava first started, where handwriting was, every single day she had multiple pages of handwriting, a couple of hours of homework every night, to now the homework has been drastically reduced. And at first that challenged me, but, I talked to Miss Pashley or Miss Epax at the time and to figure out, what's the why? Why are we doing these changes? And to hear the reasonings was great. So we are really just grateful for the academics our kids have received and just for how motivated they are. Also, as a business owner and resident, strong schools attract talent and make the community stronger. And so I want to see Levine continue to shine and would love the opportunity to serve alongside you guys and, offer whatever help or whatever I can do to, help Levine make better. My qualifications, I currently serve on the Levine Insurance Governing Board. I really enjoyed that. I didn't really understand much about health insurance. And, as a consumer, you go to the doctor, you understand challenges, but being on the board, I've gotten to see the flip side of that, of how health insurance works. I really appreciate that. I was also on the board of Junior Achievement previously, and when I was in high school, Junior Achievement was pivotal in my success, and it definitely lit the entrepreneurial spark to where I am today. I was also on the board of a previous charter school as well, so those are my board qualifications. Also, as a small business owner, we've been open 15 years here in Levine now. We've had the privilege to work with all the Levine schools, with all the different principals, and it's been great to see the behind the scenes of what's going on and being able to help out, with positive reward behavior, attendance rewards or fundraisers that we can do. I really just appreciate how the principals have cared for all the schools and just want to see them all shine. It's been fun to see some of the competition too with the school rankings, so I've enjoyed that. Also, being a business owner, requires me to wear many hats, from understanding, budgets, finance, HR, admin, curveballs that keep getting thrown at us. So you're always kind of you're trying to always be on your A game and adjusting with that. Vocationally, I'm a commercial airline pilot. So with that, the adherence to procedures, checklists, following policies, being responsible for 240 lives at a time, has really taught me just the importance of following those protocols. Also, I invest locally in real estate here and understand the importance of a strong school system. Anytime you look at moving or buying a house, the first question is, what are the schools like? And, again, being personally vested here with our kids is just always talk about Levine. It's like, hey, the schools are awesome. Levine has its challenges, but it's amazing to see what the schools have brought and just to see where they're going. Those are qualifications I bring there. My vision is to see the Levine district continue to shine. I would love to see us ranked as the #1 school district in Arizona. I remember in 2012 when Vista was ranked #1. It was pretty prideful, being a Vista parent, being, my kid goes to the #1 school in Arizona. And I remember just working with coworkers when I was flying. Oh, where do you live? I live in Levine. Oh, no, it's pretty awesome. Do you guys know the school? They go to the school they go to is ranked #1. They're like, really? In Levine? I'm like, yeah, Levine's got some pretty amazing schools. And, since 2011, you've seen the transition of, Vista was really a strong school, and now you're seeing the other schools coming up and challenging it. And it's kind of frustrating, but it's also great. It's a positive model to have. So I'd love to see, us being the strongest school district in the state, also in the country. Why can't we be that shining star? Also, as far as programs and resources, I think STEM is really important for all the schools. Also with AI. AI is, definitely a game changer right now, and I think it's really important to really, as a board, to look at, how can we equip our students, because that's going to change their lives, especially in the next 15 years. How can we prepare them? How can we really invest in their futures to give them better understanding? So also to really let our kids know that, hey, you can dream big. One person can make a difference. If you can put your mind to it, to really give them the tools and the empowerment that you can do anything you want to be. Ideal relationship with the board. I think, our common goal is to serve the kids of Levine. We want what's best for all of our kids. I'm personally vested with my kids in the Levine district, but we all want what's best for our kids. So I think it's really important that we need to be honest with one another, respect one another. We're all diverse. We're all going to have differing opinions, and I think it's good to have disagreements and it's good to have discussions, but to recognize, we're all on the same team at the end of the day, and we want what's best for everybody. So I think the ideal relationship is to recognize that each one of us brings different skills, different talents, but what we can do for the best of the kids. And that piggybacks into the ideal relationship with the superintendent. I think it's the same values, of honesty, respecting Dr. Sprout's background, the knowledge, the education he brings to his position, and recognizing that, there's a lot there. So, it's really a team play that we're all in this together. Again, it's not for what's best for me or what's best for each person. It's what's best for all of our kids. And what are we going to do to make this community better, to really make Levine strong? How to make decisions? I think it's important as a governing board member to recognize that we are here to represent the community of Levine. And we really got to, it's not for self-serving interests, but it's for the interest of all. How can we all raise the bar? How can we all move up together and make Levine a better place? So really, listening to the community, listening to others, and trying to make the best decision that's going to benefit all the kids. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again to all of our candidates. We appreciate your time this evening. Do we know about Ms. Shelley Boggs' process or what they will face or what timing they have next?
Thank you, President Berrigan. Just to make sure that, again, thank you on behalf of our staff as well for applying and being here today. We are very blessed by the four of you. And so the process from here is that we will make a recommendation. We will send our scores to the county superintendent. And to answer your question, President Berrigan, we do not know what will happen after that point. So that's the straightforward answer. And ultimately, all we do is recommend. We are going to, so you know, as part of the packet that we send to the county superintendent, we will have a link to this meeting. I want to say thank you to our crew that's here tonight to do that. And so hopefully that will also support the county superintendent. I will just say in the past, the county superintendent has also done their own round of interviews. So, but we're probably one of the first districts. We're definitely one of the first districts in the new administration. So we'll be the test case for how it goes from here.
We will be learning the process with you this time. So if you didn't hear that in there, it's possible she may, or her office may contact you and you would have a separate interview with them. So be prepared for that phone call. And without further ado, I think that's all we need. Board members, we do have an opportunity on here for executive session if we felt like we need it. I don't think that we do. I just asked that we put on here just in case, but I want to check and make sure that any of the rest of the three of you, do you feel a need for executive session on the topic? Okay. All right, then for all those interested, our next board meeting will be April 10th. Is that next week? That's 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. I gotta put my glasses on, that's part of the problem. Okay. Yep, okay. So we will need a motion for the recommendation of the governing board vacancy candidates to Maricopa County School Superintendent. So that will be the culmination of all of the scores, and that will be shared with the county school superintendent, Shelley Boggs. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, so next board meeting, as I was saying. Yes? Yes, please.
So, community members, thank you also for being here tonight. This is our many representatives of our parent advisory group who are our parent leaders and have had a tremendous impact in moving our district forward. If you could just submit your final rankings to the board secretary and board members, if you would do the same. That's and
Put
then.
it in our folder, give it back to.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. I just need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor? Aye.